over the world. We're ready for a grand start. Welcome, everyone. I hand you over to Netanya and Mysara.
Welcome to our PYPX exhibition. Before we start, if you have any questions during our exhibition, please write them down in the side chat, and then at the end, we will try to answer all your questions. Our global goal is life on land, but our main focus is orangutans.
Our central idea is orangutans are losing their habitat because of human activity and their protection.
I chose this topic because orangutans are endangered, and I want to help and take action to help and save them.
I chose this topic because orangutans are endangered and I want to help them and spread awareness to other people.
My message that I want to share is that orangutans being endangered is very bad. And helping them is a really big action that we can take.
My message that I want to share is protecting orangutans can save them from deforestation and other accidents.
Our key questions are, where do orangutans live and how has their population changed over time? What is life like for orangutans in the wild?
What are causing orangutans to lose their habitat? And what are people doing to protect the orangutan?
This is our slideshow. Sometimes people think that orangutans are monkeys, but actually they're apes. Does anyone know the difference between a monkey and an ape? Please write it down on the side chat if you have an idea or you know the answer.
And the correct answer is a monkey has a tail and an ape doesn't.
Orangutans eat fruits, nuts, and stems. A fact about orangutans are omnivores and also mammals. They can weigh up to 73 to 180 pounds. Orangutans can live up to 30 to 40 years. They bend branches to make a mattress. A fact about orangutans is that they use leaves as gloves when they need to handle spiky fruits, like their favorite fruit, which is durian. The caretakers in centers try to copy mother orangutans by mashing up the fruit. Does anyone know where orangutans live?
Yeah, they live in Borneo and Sumatra.
But they mostly live in the tropical parts of Borneo and Sumatra. The Borneo Island is in 3 countries, which are Brunei, Indonesia, and Malaysia. Sumatra is in Indonesia. Orangutans are disappearing very, very fast from Borneo and Sumatra. Because of our horrible human activity, it is making them to disappear. But it's not only orangutans that are disappearing, it's also other animals like tigers and elephants. The predators of orangutans are tigers and leopards, but also because of our human activity, they are endangered. So orangutans don't really need to worry. Does anyone know the population long time ago of orangutans?
And the answer is
There were about 200 30,000 orangutans. But sadly, the numbers have grown very low. And the Bornean orangutans is at 104,700. And the Sumatran orangutans are at 7,500.
Do you know what are the biggest threats to orangutans? The answer is the biggest threats to orangutans are deforestation and palm oil plantations, and which is also loss to their habitat and other human activities. The rainforests in Southeast Asia are the oldest rainforests on Earth, but because of deforestation, palm oil plantations, and other human activities, they are vanishing and disappearing really fast. The rainforests are vanishing because of burning and cutting down trees. The people are doing this because they need to use the trees for making paper, furniture, and a few other things, and also make space for new settlements. Here are a few photos of showing deforestation. Several staff and nurses help the sick and orphan orangutans back to health, and a center called Several Orangutan Sanctuary, which is in the Malaysian part of Borneo. Then the several staff and nurses bring the orangutans back in the wild, which is also called rehabilitating. To help the orangutans, the caretakers are also replanting trees to reconnect the forest so they can meet with other orangutans and have more space. Some of the caretakers are volunteers and they volunteer help, while the others work full-time job. And here are a few videos and websites about orangutans.
Here are the citations of where we got our research from. For one of my learning products, I made a card game. I will need 2 volunteers to help me play this card game. So these are the instructions. There are cards numbered from 1 to 9. The first player will have to choose a number between 1 and 9. And there also will be a question on the card that I will ask and also give you some choices to choose from. There will be 2 piles. If you get it right, I will keep it in your pile. If you get the question wrong, it will go into the other player's pile. At the end, whoever has the most cards in their pile wins the game. So now I will need 2 volunteers to help me play this game.
Heidi and Malcolm.
Okay, so Heidi and who will be the first player? Who will be the first player?
Okay. Mallory.
Okay, Mallory. So Mallory, please choose a number between 1 and 9.
4.
4. So, the question is, orangutans are not mammals. Is that true or false?
True.
That is wrong. So since you got the question wrong, it will go into the other player's pile, which is Heidi. Now, Heidi, you gotta choose a card between 1 to 9, but not a 4. But not 4.
2.
2. Oh, and if you are not playing this game, you can still answer the questions in the side chat if you want. The question is, why are orangutans endangered? Deforestation or bushfires?
Deforestation.
Correct. Okay. So Maui, please choose a number between 1 and 9, but not 2 or 4.
9.
Okay. Orangutans are omnivores. True or false?
True.
Correct. Okay. So we will play one more round. Okay. Heidi, you can choose from 1 to 9, except for 9, 2, and 4.
7.
7. The question is, what is orangutan's favorite fruit? Durian, apple, orange, durian, or dragon fruit?
Durian.
Correct. So we will stop there. And so Maui has 1 card in her pile, and Heidi has 3 cards. Congratulations, Heidi.
We also made a website, and if you want to take a look at it, here is a QR code. The first page is all about us and why this is important to us.
The second page is about orangutans and more information about them. There are also videos about orangutans.
The third page is all about orangutan friends.
The fourth page is about people that are taking action and what action they're taking.
The fifth page is about me and my action, which I will be talking about later.
And the last page is just the bibliography of where we got our information from.
For one of my learning products, I made a poster, and it is all about ways to help the orangutans under habitat. I have 3 ways that you can help them, and might even be your action.
This is my action idea slideshow. What is our action? We had 3 actions that we wanted to take, but sadly, because of the MCO, we were not able to. 2 of the actions was a bake sale and a no paper day. If you want more information about our actions, check out our Padlet and our share slide. What is my action? My action was making an Instagram account. Every week, I will post something new about orangutans and information and facts about them. If you want to go and check out my Instagram account, here is the username. It's orangutans underscore life on land underscore PYPX.
This is my action style. Actions we were going to take. There were 3 actions we were going to take in school, but because of the MCO, we couldn't. And there is going to be 1 action we're going to take after the MCO. One of the actions we were going to take in school was a dress up day, and the action we're going to take after the MCO is fundraising. Check this out on our Padlet for more information. My action. For my action, I adopted an orangutan and his name is Shoki. He's a Sumatran orangutan from Zunga. This adoption is also available for public and available for other animals. I plan and want to make this a yearly donation. After I adopted Choki, I got a certificate and this is my certificate and my certificate. Here are a few photos of Choki. Our high points and low points of PYPX.
my high points and low points? One of my high points during PYPX was that PYPX gives us lots of challenges that we need to go through by ourselves and solve by ourselves. One of my low points during PYPX was that sometimes we don't have time to do something that we wanted to do. Like, for example, a learning product. Something that I learned during PYPX was that we really have to have good time management if we want to finish something that we wanted to do on time.
These are my high and low points for PYPX. One of my high points is in PYPX we get to take action, and one of my low points is sometimes we can't stick to our timetable. It's hard to stick on our timetable because we're stuck at home and it's hard for me. I learned that we need to try to stick to our timetable and focus so that we can achieve our goals. This is a little scavenger hunt where you have to find 7 orangutans on this photo, and we will be sharing a slideshow with you for this scavenger.
So when you find a orangutan, how you know that you found an orangutan is like this. When you find an orangutan, for me this tiger, you have to click on the picture and go to this icon. It will say border color. You have to click on it and choose a color that will color. We do prefer to choose a color that you can see on the background. So red. After you've done that, you have to go to the next icon, which is border weight. Once you click on border weight, you have to choose how thick you want it. We would prefer to use PYPX, so it isn't too small and it isn't too big. And this is how it will come out. So Mysara will send you a link to the slideshow. You do not need to do this now. You can do it in your own time, and you do not need to do it if you don't want to.
Thank you for coming to our PYPX.
We hope that you enjoyed.
Hi, Mr. Hudson again. We have a few minutes. If I know, girls, you had said people could ask questions throughout. Maybe this could be a time. We'll give everyone a moment. If you do have any questions for Mysara and Netanya, you can type them into the chat window now.
My favorite thing about PYPX was that since we got challenges, we had to do it like by ourselves, and it also made us more independent. That's what I liked.
What I like about PYPX is we get to take action and it's really fun. Okay, so there's a question. How long did it take to get ready for all of this? Oh, okay.
Like, do you mean this slideshow or?
I think they mean for the whole exhibition. How much time do you think you put into this?
All the time. Another question was, what was the hardest in PYPX? The hardest thing for me was that because of the MCO, we were not able to do like many stuff that we wanted to do, like actions. Yeah.
And for me, the hardest thing in PYPX is when you're stuck at home because it's harder to make things. And
How did you both connect to each other in this project? I chose this topic. I chose this topic because orangutans are endangered, and I just really want to help and take action to help them.
yeah, same with me. I wanted to help them, so that's why I chose this topic.
Maybe one more question. I've seen a few people asking about how can they adopt an orangutan.
I adopted from Zundara because due to the MCO and lack of visitors, and I adopted him, and I went to ticket2view.com.my, and then you can choose the animal you want to adopt. And so I chose Choki the orangutan, and after you adopt, you will get a certificate, and you can also choose how much you want to pay. It's between 50 between 200.
Great. So girls, thank you very much. I think that you have now spread a lot of inspiration and word around the world about your topic. And a reminder to everyone that, well, thank you first for listening, and we appreciate all of your feedback and questions. And I put another link to the Padlet where you can go and you can see a lot more of their work and a lot more of everyone's work. You can click likes and you can give feedback there as well. So that's a wrap for this. And we have two more this afternoon, and then we have more tomorrow morning and afternoon. Well done, girls. Maybe if we all turn our mics on and give one clap.
Bravo, bravo, bravo.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.